Plateau State, known for its picturesque landscape and vibrant culture, has recently found itself grappling with a troubling trend: the rising spate of building collapses that has shaken the very foundation of its communities. In the past 10 years alone, Plateau State has witnessed a number of building collapses, with at least 9 such incidents recorded. These tragedies have not only claimed numerous lives but have also left many more injured and displaced, shattering the sense of security and trust in the structural integrity of the built environment.
We just had a heavy sound, so we just rushed to the scene. We just saw smoke just covered the area, so we rushed here. Unfortunately, we saw this.
We quickly now activated an emergency response. We called the fire service. We had liaison with the SEMA and other critical stakeholders to mobilize and see how rescue operation can be done.
The remote and immediate causes of these building collapses are complex, but they can be broadly categorized into several key factors. Number 1. Substandard construction materials. The use of inferior quality cement, steel, and other building materials, driven by the desire to cut costs, has compromised the structural integrity of many structures. 2. Poor soil conditions. Plateau State's varied terrain, with its rocky outcrops and unstable soil, poses unique challenges that are often overlooked or underestimated during the planning and construction phases. 3. Inadequate regulatory oversight. Weaknesses in the enforcement of building codes and safety standards have allowed shoddy construction practices to thrive, putting lives at risk. 4. Lack of professional expertise. There is a seeming shortage of qualified architects, engineers, and construction supervisors, seeming because potential clients in ignorance rely on inexperienced or untrained personnel, further compounding the problem. Immediate causes. 1. Overloading of structures. Many buildings in Plateau State are being used for purposes beyond their intended design, leading to excessive stress on the structural components. 2. Lack of maintenance. Failure to regularly inspect and maintain buildings, especially older structures, can lead to deterioration and eventual collapse. 3. Natural disasters. Extreme weather events such as heavy rains and strong winds can exacerbate the vulnerabilities of poorly constructed buildings, resulting in catastrophic failures. In response to this growing crisis, the Nigerian Institute of Architects (NIA) Plateau chapter, under the leadership of architect Olusegun Godwin Olukoya, FNIA, has taken a proactive stance to complement the state government's effort. The NIA Plateau chapter has established a vibrant standing committee on building collapse, which is dedicated to addressing the issues from multiple angles. The committee has been actively engaged in the following initiatives. 1. Advocacy and awareness. The committee has been leading campaigns to educate the public on the importance of adhering to building codes, hiring qualified professionals, and reporting any concerns regarding construction practices. 2. Collaboration with regulatory authorities. The NIA Plateau chapter has been working closely with the state government and regulatory bodies to strengthen the enforcement of buildings regulations and ensure swift action in response to incidents. 3. Professional development. The chapter has organized training programs and workshops to enhance the skills and knowledge of architects, engineers, and construction supervisors, ensuring they are equipped to handle the unique challenges faced in Plateau State. 4. Monitoring and inspections. The NIA Plateau chapter has implemented a system of regular building inspections with a focus on identifying and addressing structural deficiencies before they escalate into catastrophic failures. 5. Response to building collapses. Most recently, the NIA Plateau chapter demonstrated its commitment to public safety by swiftly responding to the unfortunate St. Academy building collapse, providing technical expertise and collaborating with the state government to investigate the incident and implement appropriate remedial measures.
The structural elements such as beams, columns, and then the roof coverings, all are shattered. And supposedly these are items that are supposed to be able to, assure safety.
The rising spate of building collapses in Plateau State is a grave concern that requires a multifaceted approach. By addressing the remote and immediate causes and with the proactive engagement of the NIA Plateau chapter, we can work towards a future where the sanctity of human life is prioritized and sustainable development is the foundation of a safer and more resilient Plateau State. The issues we are facing are complex and multifaceted. It's going to take a comprehensive, collaborative effort between the government, construction industry, and the public to address the root causes and prevent future disasters.
Over time, we have always observed that most people do not patronize the use of professionals in the construction and delivery of their building projects. Even from what we have seen, even from the collapse site, we discovered that all the buildings there were shoddily done, poorly executed, and below standard. And once you don't patronize professionals who can be held responsible when there is a problem, of course, we'll continue to have the menace of building collapse. And aside from that, of course, the use of substandard materials, the use of poor technical know-how, and even the execution, supervision, and also the part of the government, which is to also monitor and ensure that only projects that are qualified to be out there are approved, even by the approving body, which we have like the GMDB in Plateau State.
The time for action is now. Plateau State must confront this crisis head-on, implementing stringent measures to ensure the safety and resilience of its built environment. The timely announcement of Executive Order 003 cannot be overemphasized. Only then can the people of Plateau regain the confidence to trust in the structures that surround them and build a future where tragedies like these become a thing of the past.
A task force has to be appointed to enforce the executive order. And from our understanding, people have resisted this enforcement of the executive order because they don't know the value of obeying the law. Laws are meant to improve the quality of our life.
The path forward may be arduous, but with unwavering commitment and the collective resolve of all stakeholders, Plateau State and indeed Nigerian architecture will emerge from this challenge stronger and more resilient than ever before.